Am I the asshole for refusing to make my niece a doll like her sisters? I, 26, have no kids, but my oldest brother has 2 daughters. Oldest is now 7, younger just turned 5. I love both of them a lot, but I'm not blind. As someone who grew up with siblings, it's very clear that oldest daughter on is golden child. She gets whatever she wants, no matter how expensive, and is always showered with praise for her pageants and singing. My younger niece Yin is very shy, but she is still very sweet and enjoys things like reading and animals. Recently, my Yin has been feeling bad about herself. I asked why, and she told me it was because she didn't like her hair color. She's got auburn curls. She was sad because everyone always said how pretty Yin's hair was, which was a very light blonde and straight. It got so bad that she'd apparently tried to cut it off, which her mom had just laughed off as childhood mishap. When I was over at brother's house, I noticed that the two were playing with dolls. An had a very nice Barbie doll, while In had what looked like a short, cheap Walmart knockoff. I asked why, and Mom said it was because she couldn't find a doll with red hair. This made me upset because 1. The doll's hair is bright red, which is not her hair color, and 2. It was extremely different quality. I said nothing, but when it was Yin's birthday, I acted. For months, I researched doll making and restoring. I took a Barbie and replaced her hair with some that matched hers and painted the eyes. I then hand-sewed several custom outfits and gave each a blue whale theme, her favorite animal. As a cosplayer, this wasn't that hard. On her birthday, Yin was ecstatic, but her sister was obviously not. I didn't pay attention to her, instead focusing on making sure Yin liked her gifts. But only a few days later, her parents called me, telling me that I needed to make An a doll as well. I said I'd get her one on her next birthday. They said no. She needed it immediately, because she'd been upset that her sister's doll was customized, unlike her store-bought ones, and was mad that Yin wouldn't share. I told them again that it was a project, and I'd make her one next year. They both accused me of not caring about An's feelings. I got mad, saying that neither of them cared about being fair when Yin was playing with a troll doll that was supposed to look like her. This was a gift meant to make Yin feel special, and I wasn't going to cheapen it because An was pouting. I hung up but started to wonder, am I the asshole? I'm just silly. Not the asshole. Kids should have aunts like you, Appa. It warmed my heart as a now adult who often was overlooked in childhood when it came to my perfect blonde cousin to see you notice this and act. You made Yin feel special, as she deserves to feel. It is not like you will never do anything like that for An, but time and place. An needs to learn life does not turn on her axis when she wants something. An could use a lesson in not being center of attention. Anyways, you are a beautiful person. Be very careful that An doesn't deliberately damage Yin doll. Not the asshole. This is an incredibly sweet thing for you to do for your niece. Good on you for stepping up for your niece when her parents are obviously not. I'm glad she has an adult in her life that sees her. Up to you whether you decide to make one for An, but I might not. You could always turn it into a special thing that you do for, and maybe eventually with your Ryan if she's interested. Not the asshole. If they are incapable of loving 2 kids, why have 2? How are people this unself-aware? Up. Have you ever thought about just asking them what the deal is or why? Imho, curly hair way prettier than straight hair. I am concerned that this doll will somehow get broken or lost, but I really hope I'm wrong. Not the asshole, but you should probably go ahead and make another one for Yin. That first one is going to be lost or otherwise accidentally destroyed. Definitely not the asshole, and don't make her that doll. They are raising a very entitled child, and you do not need to play into that. Not the asshole. Jesus, talk about doing something nice and getting lambasted for it. I'd tell those parents to die mad about it. From the title I was worried, but you're definitely not the asshole. This is a birthday gift for a girl who needed some reassurance. The fact that she's noticing these things at 5 means it's blatant favoritism for anyone who has eyes. I also have two nieces with similar talents, personalities, and we never had to worry about being fair like that, because they weren't pitted against each other. It blows my mind that someone would be so cruel to little girls like that, when they should be fostering a beautiful relationship. They're harming both of their daughters with this treatment. Not the asshole, but your sister is. My heart goes out to the younger niece. All she's going to remember when she's older is how everyone favored her sister over her. Please, don't stop going out of your way to make her feel special. She needs someone in her corner. Not the asshole at all. In needed to feel special, and On needed to see that not everything is about her. I wouldn't put it past the parents On to mess up the doll though. Please, keep being an awesome aunt to In. She needs it. Not the asshole, this is an amazing thing you did for In. To the Sill. It took me one Google search to find multiple red-haired Barbies. As someone who didn't fully embrace my curly hair until after college, I am saddened to hear that Sill isn't teaching In to love and appreciate her curly hair. I mean, a 5-year-old shouldn't be made to feel like any part of their person is lesser than someone else, but the curly hair strikes home for me. Not the asshole. But you should probably go ahead and make another doll for In, since the first one may very well go missing in future. Also, that was really sweet of you to do that for Yin. I do hope you continue to encourage her, because being an afterthought in her own home is bound to be damaging. My parents were like your Sill. That being said, you might want to make a second doll, and outfits for Yin to be kept at your house. Because, if my item was coveted by sibling, one of two things happened. I was forced to share item, and item was never returned because was still sharing item. Or item was accidentally broken or destroyed when sibling was sharing. Happened multiple times, hearing background of on just a possibility. Your title is slightly misleading. It sounds like you're happy to do it next time the older kid's birthday rolls around. Not the asshole. Also, huge bonus points for what you did. The world needs way more people like you. Not the asshole, keep being a support for your niece. She will need someone with parents like them. I would also point out to your brother that he is creating a situation where the elder daughter is going to be very confused why her little sister cannot stand her. Not the asshole. Don't make the doll next year for the older girl's birthday. It's not her fault that her parents treat the two of them so differently, but your niece is going to need someone on her side to help her feel special and loved. Bless you for being that person for her.